So, what was that all about? This is where I live, hovering between art and science. This is where I live to work on the creation of new things, new bridges between these two realms. The Tidal Mills project started like most things, with a casual what-if conversation between Ben Lindquist and me. We were sitting around a virtual campfire in Second Life, just talking about art and technology, and I realized that we have a common foundation supporting our interests. It was data. Data? What's that? The documentation of change. But I thought, could it also be an engine? What data do we have that records a large engine? Looking out over the virtual sea, I thought, tides. We have tidal data, lots of it, and readily accessible too. Then the next jump. Data is an engine. Tidal data is rhythmic, powerful, unceasing, almost a perpetual motion machine. What if it could animate something, the same way a motion capture file animates our avatars? Ben and I looked at each other. We knew it was going to be a kinetic sculpture, tidal data driven and living in a virtual world. Why not use Glasshouse to display a database in a new way, prims that embellished the information and augmented the viewer's perception? It was all downhill from there. Keeping it personal and close to home was important to me. I chose the tidal prediction data for this year along the coast of Long Island, around Manhattan, and up the Hudson River to Albany, New York. Although I wasn't sure, I felt that we would see a cascade effect as the tide came west along the land, and I chose locations that would string out these sculptures in a scaled-down relationship to the actual location of the tidal gauges they keep along the shore. I went looking for tidal clocks, markers, shoreline structures to inspire my design, and in the process I learned a few interesting things. I'm going to throw a few homemade formulas and acronyms at you. It makes it easy for me to remember them that way. SOTD, Spirit of the Data. In spite of the noise, in spite of the gaps, what is the data trying to show us? We humans are very good at piecing together a whole picture from bit parts. Some of us actually enjoy a good jigsaw puzzle. So when you dump those numbers out on the table, what shape does it take in your mind? It's not just data, it's a captured experience, like the rings in a tree capture the climatological information. No UBS, no universal belief system. Just because you expect something to happen, do not try to see it in your data display. There was no cascade effect on a regular basis in our sculptures. Let go of the expectations. Look at it from the corner of your eye. Stay fresh and new to the experience. I equals DS. Interactivity equals data selection. If you can interact with a device that sends out data, you will be automatically making data selection. In spite of sophisticated tide gauges, we still need tidal observers and their human point of view to have the complete picture. When you collect data, what filters you choose, even just where you observe it from, all influence what meaning it will have to you. Artistic delivery of data plus threshold of interaction equals greater engagement. An artistic approach makes you engage with data. Is the data cyclical, linear, phased? What are its internal rhythms, its music, and how can that be displayed? Will it be bell curves? Will the data create a sculptural display of information that allows us to understand the influence of several factors simultaneously as we walk around, observing its form? Immersion in a virtual world is compelling. Immersion in a virtual world that is under the influence of data coming in from the real world is mind-blowing. Think of it, how it works like a two-way mirror, allowing us to see in and out at the same time. The magic that is possible, the scale that is possible, the reach that is possible in a virtual world allows us to share more, envision more, and understand more. If Tim Berners-Lee gets his wish, and I think he will, all the world's databases will soon be able to intersect with one another, a cross-reference power equal to the search engines of the web today. How will we deal with that avalanche of new connections? How will we make music from the cacophony? What will it lead us to? Thanks to my dream team who helped me on this presentation, and thanks to you for listening.